Four persons of interest in the carjacking death of a 70-year-old retired RE teacher have been pictured by police in a desperate attempt to track those down responsible for her murder. Vyleen White, aged 70, was stabbed to death in the underground car park of Town Square Redbank Plains shopping centre in southwest Brisbane on Saturday. Her 6-year-old granddaughter witnessed the horror attack and screamed for help as the knife men fled in her grandmother's car. The stolen vehicle was later found and seized for forensic examination. Detectives on Sunday released CCTV footage of four people they believe could assist with their investigation. The group are described as a possible mix of adult and juvenile males who appear to be African. The imagery also shows Miss White's stolen vehicle, the Hyundai Getz. The 70-year-old retiree has been remembered as kind-hearted with a devotion to helping others, particularly the homeless. She was about to celebrate her 50th wedding anniversary with her husband, who relied on her help to navigate the world after falling blind.
Vyleen White was an adored wife, mother and grandmother. The 70-year-old had just finished grocery shopping with a 6-year-old girl last night when she was brutally set upon by a monster lurking in this underground car park. Vyleen was stabbed in front of the child and left to die while her attacker fled in her car.
It's abhorrent, it's violent, and it is a cowardly crime like I have not seen in my time as a detective.
They say the person behind the attack is a young male of African appearance wearing a hoodie and medical mask, but they're looking for more. The grandmother's Hyundai Getz was driven for just 20 minutes before it was dumped at Springfield Lakes. 4 African males were seen on security cameras walking down Brunny Street. Vyleen's daughter has told 9 News she was the light and life of their family, describing her as the most loving, compassionate and caring person you could ever meet.
Jacob Chico is live at the scene for us. Jacob, evening to you. Police are still on the hunt for those 4 young males seen in that footage.
Mia, Vyleen's killer and those 3 other young males described as African in appearance and pictured in that CCTV tonight, they are all still at large. Anyone who recognises the 4 of them or anyone who may have seen them leaving Springfield Lakes last night on foot around 6:30 p.m. or anyone who might have seen them in the Hyundai Getz in the minutes before, they're being told to come forward. That car will be forensically tested and so too the knife that police seized just a few hundred metres away from where that car was dumped. Today, police couldn't confirm whether this is gang-related. The investigation is simply too early at the moment, but what they did say is that officers tonight and throughout the evening will be leaving absolutely no stone unturned in the hunt for those responsible and, of course, to give Vyleen's family justice.
Brisbane, like many other Australian cities, Melbourne, Sydney, etc., has major problems with gangs, and especially in recent years with African gangs, where the makeup of these African gangs is predominantly Sudanese. Much the same as other gangs in the West, they do have like postcode, they have their own territory, etc., fight over drugs, a lot of robberies, we see a lot of carjacking, we've seen a lot of jewellery stores being robbed, and just violence across some of these cities. There's been some very well-known documented cases of violence with gangs, especially from Melbourne. So I think most people associated with this problem being in Melbourne, but it's actually gone out to a lot of the cities now, more cities in Australia. So yeah, it's very sad to see this woman sadly died for no fault of her own. Obviously, she went there with her granddaughter, and for whatever reason, the police do believe that the crime is a robbery-related crime. Obviously, they don't know that 100%, but it does seem that way. And she just lost her life in a split second. She was stabbed, the car was stolen. I don't know, again, I don't know if anything else was stolen, or any of her other property was stolen, but she lost her life just basically for nothing. Imagine already in Australia, especially in the respect of social media, mainstream media, if people are questioning the background of these individuals, what they're actually doing in Australia, they'll be getting called out as being racist and bigots, much the same as we've seen with the recent case in London with the Afghan asylum seeker who made it 3rd time lucky. Again, there's people already questioning why people are questioning him actually being an asylum seeker and calling him out as this, that and the other. So I can imagine much the same is happening in Australia. Again, it's just a sad indictment where we're at, and again, it's really sad to see this lady lose her life for nothing. Thank you for your continued support. Take care and God bless.